Hey guys, here's a review and a function test for FNIRSI 2C53P 3-in-1 oscilloscope, function generator, and multimeter. I bought it from other online store. It's only 7.5-inch long, 5-inch wide, and 3-inch thick. Very portable. The weight is about 876 gram, which is equivalent almost 31 ounce. I really like this carry-on case, kind of a hard surface, and including all the component in the carry-on case. Here's everything on the table. I'm gonna go through one by one. Here's a menu with multi-languages, but all you need, just follow this video. Here's a USB-C charging cable, here's a BNC cable, and here's the function generator cable, and this is probe for multimeter. Here's a 2 oscilloscope probe. It's about a 2.3-inch touch screen, just a little bit smaller than my hands. Here's an on-off button. Here's 2 channels from oscilloscope function generator slot and 4 slot for multimeter. Here's a kickstand. It can fix at any angle. Convenient for your review. Press and hold on-off button. Boom, you can select language. Let's go with English. There's the main function is oscilloscope. Here's the setup. I need a function source. So what I use is also from FNIRSI DST210. I got a signal source from DST210, and the signal received by oscilloscope, we start from the sinusoidal wave. That's very basic, and we can also try a different signal from the FNIRSI DST210. Everything works fine. We can also try the built-in FFT, which is fast Fourier transform. We can get it from frequency domain. You can see the difference between sinusoidal wave versus square wave. We can also try the math. This is absolute value for different wave. It's just a valid, very good function as expected. We can also play with illumination duration time and just keep everything for the infinity on the screen. We can also cancel it just as regular display. So very convenient. As is now become normal. And now I'm going to show the dual channel function. I can give both channel the signal from FNIRSI DS210 function generator. Now you see 2 channels, they should be identical, and I go with different type of functions. It just work as expected. What's going to be cool is I can also changing the horizontal axis with the sampling rate to get more detail with the signal. The next one, I can also try some math functions. This is a subtraction function. Channel 1 minus channel 2, you should always get 0 in the middle. That's a purple line. As a math channel, I can also go with channel 1 plus channel 2. So you also get the purple channel in the middle. That's the math result channel. So you have a 3 type of curve showed on screen, which is really interesting. This is kind of a Lee curves with X, Y scatter plot. Because they all have the same phase, you have the 45-degree line. Next, I'm going to test the function generator. Here's the test setup. I'm going to use the function generator and send the function generator to the oscilloscope, which is the DST210. Now, there have several built-in functions from this portable device. We start from sine waves. You can see the sine wave, boom, just show the portable screen on the right side. I can also play different signal from the 2C53P on the left side and to the right side oscilloscope. Different type of signal, they all displayed on the right side oscilloscope. That's verified function. There's the trigger issues. I can resolve it by changing the trigger level and then the signal getting stable, just as now, even for those synced pulse. The last but not least, we're going to test the multimeter. Here's the test setup. One thing I really like is they have an indicator on the right side screen. Shows where the red channel go and where the black probe go. Just follow the indicator on the right side of the screen. Let's start from the resistance test. Very straightforward. This is supposed to be 2 kilogram. This is 200. Another 2 kilograms resistor. It just tested as expected. We can also test the capacitance. I have these small capacitance, which is about 100 milliofarads, and this is a little bit bigger one. It should be 10 microfarads, and just press and hold, and we can get those about 10 μF. Very accurate as expected. We can also go with the DC measurements, the 9 volts battery. If you swap the polarity, you can also get a negative positive volts. What I really like is the chart shows the waveform. Now I got a challenge is the AC measurement, like from the power line, does not work because it's always give you the updated value. Now we can also try the diode. that would give you the forward voltage about 0.6 volts. That's about right. And the auto mode, based on my experience, the auto mode only works for the resistor and voltage. That works really well, no matter DC volt. Oh, the other thing is even for the AC volt, that's work as well. So let's try the diode. The diode does not work because they treated everything as resistor, and capacitor does not work either. They are no reading because they, it's pretty much open circuit as resistor. Now there's another big. There's no reading. It's not reading the capacitance. But if you put AC voltage now, this time you get a 120 volt, which is the correct AC voltage for United States. And here is is the bus mode, which is very important to detect connectivity on the circuit, on the breadboard. It's very useful. Not only give you the ohms, but also give the connectivity beepings. And we can also try the current. In order to try current, you really have to follow the probe connection on the right side of the screen. So I have to adjust the black and red probes. And what I'm using is I apply the voltage to a resistor, and then I get this current goes through my multimeter that can give the current. You can see the current shape on the bottom. That's actually give these history. I really like the history measurements. And last but not least, we can also change from milliamp to actual amp. Just follow the screen and you get it. There are some cons. First, the kickstand is not fully closed. There's the devil in the detail. They have to pay attention. And the other thing is the alligator clip is so hard to open. It's not smooth. That's not a high quality probe alligator. The same thing as the grounding clips. And the wire is so bendable. Eventually, this is gonna broken eventually. So this is not a good quality. And even though for the probe pin, I don't feel it's good connectivity, and there's no color coded on the multimeter probe. But that's not a big issue because the screen actually shows the multimeter probe. Overall, I still feel it's a very good product. I would give a 4-star review. This is a fit perfect for the beginner and maybe the hobbyist, but definitely not for the pro. You still need the professional oscilloscope. Thank you.